I don't know if this is working. But it's supposed to be. Restream. Yep. Alrighty. Okay. Hey, hey.
Your food's here.
Oh, my food's here. Did you get it? Did you grab it? Oh, thank you so much.
I like the multiple stack of magnets you have.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm also streaming right now. I don't know how to like look at chat, creator dashboard, or like do I chat? Oh, I can see that here. Cool. Yeah. So got so many people watching. Doesn't matter. What does it sound like? Yep. Hello? Okay. I don't do like this.
Oh yeah, I think Michelle's gonna raid into you.
Oh my god. It's like,
Get ready.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Maybe do something cooler than unpacking for a minute.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna talk to people. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Man. Okay. No. Shit's not set up at all. In fact, and it's the Pocket 3, so I can't connect it while it's streaming. And I don't have it on OBS, it's just like straight up. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna entertain him. It's cool. Okay. Whoa. I see one person. Alrighty, alrighty. Where does this go here? Oh wow. Holy cow. Oh no. There's so many people. Holy cow. Okay. Hi. Hello. Holy cow. There's so many messages. I don't even know what to say. Hi, Thug Shell's the Shell, not a cult. You're not a cult. It's good. Because I'm a vampire. And I mean I'm not a vampire. Well, you're gonna have to find that one out. How y'all doing? Wow, there's so many people here now. There's 3. It says 3. I don't know if that's true.
That's not true.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh
Hi,
shoot.
gang.
Hello. Yeah. I'm like over here. I have to like remember that I'm over here. Hello. Hey, I'm Vamps. Or Vampsy. Vamps is my name, but you know. Everybody wants to be Romulus and everybody wants to be Vamps, so I'm Vampsy on Twitch. Hello everybody. Yeah. This is my studio, the Red Room. It's gonna be a place where a lot of people can make really cool stuff, including Thug Shells. It's gonna be really amazing. Hello everybody, Ed Arrows, hello. Hi. I'm doing great, honestly. I'm really excited for what I'm building up here. Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah. So
What are you doing?
shit, man. Okay. Wow. Well, yeah. Don't tell me what to do, Max.
So I'll get out of here.
You want to stream? This is Maximus Makes, y'all. No, but yeah, I do some cool stuff. I've been doing music for a long time. I was born outside Dracula's castle. 30 miles away, actually. It's not like I was on the doorstep or some shit. But what I'm doing here is actually like I've been building up this music studio. So like it's pretty cool. It's been a work in progress. It's been like almost like a month of just. This used to be a VW Volkswagen spray paint bay. And this entire warehouse was actually just for renovating old VW buses and stuff, which is really rad. But like, you can see here, like, it's like crazy, like I retain some of the hooks and stuff. But man, I put up all new walls. It's actually a room in a room, yeah. And I've got generally like one mastering system, so I'm gonna be able to do that. Okay, I gotta look at the chat. You brought some. Can you bring me some thug juice? Actually, I know who to ask for some thug juice. Okay. What's my plan for instruments? Edoros asks. Well, check this bad boy out. Okay. So I got a lot of instruments actually. I'm a classically trained piano player. But I also play jazz, rock, I play all sorts of ensembles. This is Moog Muse. This is my favorite synth of all time. And I've had the Moog 1. I had serial number 151 of the Moog 1. I bought it, pre-ordered it way ever. And the only reason I didn't get like another number is because people like Guillermo del Toro get like number 2 or 3 because like they just get them for free. I also got this thing. I got hella modular synthesizers, so like stuff like this. Yeah. Oh, look at that bad boy. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. It's really fun. This is my customized set, you know. I was inspired by a lot of the house music that I listened to, a lot of techno and stuff. Even dubstep, like some of the noise stuff I like. I like atonal music. I like everything. So I am using the DJI Pocket 3. How'd you know? Oh, but I also got the DJI Pocket 4, and heck no, friends. If you're trying to use a DJI Pocket 4, For streaming, they did have a firmware update today. Maybe you can use it, but like, it's not allowed in the US. Yeah, it's not even allowed in the US. Yeah, so yeah, we also got videography lights set up right now. Oh, look who it is. Wait, hold on a second. Look who's visiting. You might recognize her. This Shell.
Sorry, I took a while. I was trying to get Tucker's up on the second floor. We're getting new stairs in, and he's like, I want to show up with like holding 4 dogs.
Okay, so this woman, listen, I've never seen someone carry like who needs a gym? She's carrying entire dogs, like 100-pound dogs, just
I wasn't
like
kidding about the dog
downstairs.
thing, you guys, and somehow my studio mates have just like allowed dogs to take over our lives.
I can't believe it.
I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Mad respect. I honestly, if it was me, I'd be like, no, that dog's just gonna live up there now.
Yeah, so we had to take out a set of stairs and put in another set of stairs, and so the dogs can get up the stairs, but they can't get down the stairs, so I have to like fireman carry my dogs.
But yeah, okay.
Have fun with the call.
Strong shells. Okay.
I love you.
Okay. I don't know what you're saying in chat right now, but crazy. Yeah, she rapped. I was listening to the reps the whole time. We do need to install a slide. Okay, so we need a slide. We need like multiple points of view. So we need a slide. We need a fireman pole. We need a rock climbing wall. We need like a big net that you just jump into. You know? Right? What are some other ways that you can fall? Can you guys think of some other ways you can fall? I come from Romania. Actually, I come from Transylvania. Yeah, so literally I'm gonna tell you some secrets, okay? On this stream, because there's a lot of people watching. I don't know how many people. 48 it says, but who knows, man. Look, my father finally clued me into some family secrets. One of the secrets is that I'm 12.5% Romani, which a lot of people say gypsy, but you know, that's actually a slur. But not really. I mean, whatever. There's worse things you can call them, you know. So yeah. Yeah, this is my studio. It's called, right now, you know, it's like kind of thinking about it a lot. I think it's the Red Room. And Red Room Records. Fireman pole makes sense in Red Room, yeah? Yeah, what else? Yeah, so what I'm doing right now, so I don't even have like, I'm literally playing off of a sound box right now. That's my audio, which is not a shame. Sound boxes are pretty cool. I got a few of them, but I'm like unboxing all my boxes so I can like make a really nice sound system setup. And I've got like multiple sets of speakers. I don't know, what do you guys want to hear about the studio, or you just want to like, I don't know, what do you want to do? I'm gonna keep working on this stuff because it's gonna be really cool, right? Like, Red Room Records, like the you know that season of with Lady Gaga, it's the season of American Horror Story where she's in a hotel, and it's like, you know, kind of like that, like gothic font, like, yeah, I mean, I'm like techno goth type vibes, vampire bat from Transylvania, you know, jazz musician. My name is actually, well, no, I'll tell you, why not? Why the fuck not? I'm Romulus the Third, and yeah, that's my actual name, and I'm from a land of vampires, and I got a weird blood disorder where I need way more iron in my blood. Yeah, it's true what they say about vampires. They have to drink blood. But what's not true is they love garlic, man. I love garlic, I love sunlight, and I love mirrors. So I've got all those things. And microphones. Yeah, I just got some microphones from Santa Cruz Sound, but I can't even show you my microphones, honestly. It's like too much clutter, and it's gonna be out of my way. We're not gonna do that. Do I plan to make jazz? I plan to just make some cool music. It'll be jazzy. Extended harmonies, you know. I first gotta get my piano out here. I got a big red piano too. In the Red Room, we're gonna have the Nord Piano 4, but we also have my Moog Muse, and we also have this bad boy here. This is the TR-1000 Roland. This, you know, you've heard the 808s, you've heard the 909s, and maybe even 303s, 707s, Lindstroms, all the things. But yeah, this is the Roland TR-1000 back there. It's in a box, so you can't really tell what it is. It's just a box. I just showed you a cardboard box and told you it was a thing. But it is actually the TR-1000, and it's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I did some jazz. I mean, to say I'm a jazz musician, sheesh. You know, like I went to school for music in Kent in Ohio at Kent State. I did the music school. Yeah. Well, shucks about that, because it turns out you just gotta do the dang thing, you know. And it turns out you don't really make money just learning really good piano skills and stuff. So I ended up like finishing college, going, how am I gonna do this? I was in Ohio. That's where my parents decided to move us to after we immigrated from Romania. And Ohio's a strange place for a man named Romulus III. And nobody knows what to make of you. So, I.O. Oh, nice, Sean. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome to be set up like that. Hey, ISO training. Magnetic body of water. Oh yeah. Whoa. What's ISO training? And can you say names of people to bite their necks? Well, look, there's a council. You can't simply become a vampire. I mean, if you're asking what a ways to if you're asking, can you be? Do you want to be a familiar or do you want to be a vampire? I don't really, familiar's old hat. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't know what I'm saying. No, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, vampires though, like you gotta pass the bar exam. You know what I'm saying? No, you also don't know what I'm saying. But there's a certain level of aptitude. Like you have to go and have to send letters, and it's like by night, and nobody gets mail in the day. It's like fucking mess, dude. Vampires. So, yeah, whatever. If you can send me names. I mean, like, but why? And have you had thousands of years to consider why somebody should be a vampire? Like, probably not. Like that seems silly. So, yeah, I'm not hating on Ohio. No hate on Ohio. Look, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I love everything. Love it. I have love for everything. Okay. And people can love whatever they want. And honestly, one of the most beautiful things you can do, in my opinion, for what I've found, is like, if you don't understand something, you don't like it. If you have the time, you go find somebody who does like it, and you go ask them, what do you like about this thing? And then suddenly you might find yourself liking it too. So, yeah. How do I get from Ohio to Cali? I never thought I was going to get here, actually. Yeah, I never thought I was going to get here, Sean. I was like, it's kind of a long story. It involves like the dark web and, just like, I worked at NPR. Man, where do I start? After I finished music school, I was like trying to figure my way out. I was official member of the Geek Squad. I got a badge to prove it, and I went to different stores in the DC metro area with a partner who wanted to work at a government agency at State Department, and I ended up touring said State Department, 3-letter words, and like it's like all that business, and it's like interesting, very interesting. And then try to get a job in radio. Why, man? Like it's like I'm so attracted to jobs that make no money. But that's okay. And then so I realized, okay, I gotta go back to Ohio. And I was just living in Ohio, like making weird. I was playing folk music. I was playing accordion and ukulele. And yeah, I went on the dark web and found out there's like, cool stuff you could buy there, and bought some things and thought like, oh man, these things inspired me to move to California. Anyways, enough said about that. And then like, so I transferred. I taught myself how to code. Look, if you know how to learn music, I'm like an autodidact. I can teach myself anything. And my dad was iced by ICE. You got the immigration folks, Back before it was cool. I was a hipster. Look, man, I didn't like ice before it was cool to not like ice. I'm kind of kidding, but like seriously, when I was 6, ice iced my dad, and that was 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turned into 6 years, which sucked. But anyways, it's not therapy. I already processed all that. I've done therapy, but the thing is that's important about that. It's actually kind of who made me who I am. You know, I can learn anything. I like pick it up, understand it. But now I've also learned how to work as part of a team and work as part of a community. You know, and who I am as a person. And it's taken a long time. But I taught myself how to code, and yeah, I've been a software engineer for like 11 years or so, and it's the seed money that makes this whole thing possible. I used to be Rami with 3 eyes, because I'm Romulus III, but I rebranded to Vamps just very recently, and I have a new logo, and I have a plan, and I'm going to play music and make music for everybody, and we're going to do really cool stuff. Yeah, and Ohio is a cool place. It's just it's not a very wealthy place, you know, and it's the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. If you have a chance, it's probably one of the most beautiful national parks in the world. You know, there's a singing tree in Dayton. There's a tree that if you just stand in front of, you can just like talk to it. Let's see here. Yeah. ISO standards. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ohio has charm, you know, but you know it's and like I said, I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. So like, there's people of all kinds there, but what I see there is a lot of like both sides. It's like half the people are really not. They're not having what the other half of the other people are having. That's why it's a swing state or whatever. But also, like, it's also a swing state in the sense that it's like one of the states that has the most swingers. It also has the most astronauts and the most serial killers. It's like people want to like fuck each other, kill people, and like leave the earth from Ohio. You know. So no, that's not the most. It used to have the most of all 3 of those at some point. That's why this like meme thing existed. By the way, memes. People talk about, like, I saw this thing which said, it said, hey, how many times does your partner think about Rome? And this is like literally, I'm 36 now, okay? When I was 22, somebody asked me this question. They're like, it was my partner at the time. She was working at this State Department or whatever. And she was like, hey, like, how many times do you think about Rome? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, it's just this thing that's going around. Everyone's asking how many. My name is Romulus. like, yeah, I think about Rome all the time. Literally every day. It's like, how do I build an empire that works? And how do I scale it? Shit. It like brings up endorphins in my brain. Chucker J. Shucker. Wait, no. CL14 Shucker J. How do you say it? You're chemical engineer. Engineering. Honestly, it's like a whole thing. I'm one by practice. You know, I went to school for music recording, audio. I went to audio school for music, audio recording, and music production. But I also my focus was music performance, in piano and in voice. I did opera. I did opera. I did voice. I did piano. I did a bunch of different other instruments. I played ukulele, accordion, but that was not my focus. I did choirs. I did ensembles, and what ended up happening was I also did composition. I did a lot of atonal compositions and stuff. But I went to after university, you know, it's like they gave me a bachelor's. I went to liberal arts school, Kent State, and because it was like music production, audio recording was my actual major, they gave me a bachelor of science. And I'm telling you what, that certificate saying bachelor of science made me an extra hump of cash when I signed up for my software engineering job. So, you know, thank you, college. You know, granted, I went to school for 6 years. I had a full ride for 4, and then decided I wanted to go 2 years extra because I didn't actually want a music education degree after seeing how tortured some of my professors were. You know, I did at one point have 18 students that I taught. You know, and nothing hurts the bank more than 18 students who don't show for the lessons except for the one. But I will say, teaching people is so much fun. You learn so much about yourself. You learn so much about them. You learn how to teach. You learn how to teach yourself. Yeah, Romulus and Remus. If y'all don't know, people, I get a sense of people's like knowledge base, but not in a mean way, just like how they are. You know, it's like people are like, oh, your name's Romulus, dude. That's like, it's like that's my favorite strain of weed. I'm like, that's cool. Or they're like, man, my parents love Star Trek. And I'm like, cool. Like, or they love Star Trek, you know. And I'm like, well, great. Yeah, Romulus is the planet. You know, in case none of y'all know, Romulus is the planet, and Romulans, and they're pretty evil people, allegedly, you know, but like, what's evil anyways? Hey, listen, if you stick around long enough, you're gonna hear a lot about ethics and philosophies and stuff, if I have a lot of these talk at you streams. But no, man, I don't actually want to talk at you all that much. I think the short-circuiting of communication is the music, you know? It's like, and that's what I was here to do. That's what I'm here to do. Make some cool music, but I'll also talk at you sometimes. It depends. I don't know how many people are actually want to listen to talk at me. I mean, how many people have I got right now? 30. I mean, we went down from, 48 or 100 or whatever, and we got less. So, am I evil? No, I'm a force of good. I'm a force of good. I'm virtuous. Well, I'm at least virtuous. You know what I'm saying? Lesswrong.com. I don't know. I'm not sponsored. Not sponsored. I like rationalism. I exist in probabilities. It's like I could be at once a satanic Christian, Taoist, Buddhist, Taoist. You know, I like all the things. I read all the philosophies and I learn a lot. Critical lens, critical theory from. It's all good. Like I said, I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum here. It's like we all can coexist, and also like, it's interesting to read Satanics and stuff, and then it's interesting to read Ecclesiastes. So whatever. Yeah, I'll definitely do production streams. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000% am I gonna do with production streams. Production streams, DJing. I've actually got Thug Shell's inspired me. I've got an XDJ Alpha, XDJ Aztec Zeta coming by, a AZ coming by, and I already have my V10, but my V10's for I have Pioneer V10. It's going to be for all my synthesizers and where everything comes in, and then I'm also going to make it a collaborative station, so that way anybody with Ableton Link can plug in. So Chaz was round. Yeah. So Chaz was round, and she uses Fruity Loops, and that is Ableton Link as well. So it's like I'll have my SSL console that people can plug in their laptop and just do Ableton Link, and they can jam with me. So I can show them what I got if they don't know Ableton Live at all. And they could be technical in their own world, Logic, whatever, Fruity Loops, or we could open up their Ableton project. I probably have most of their plugins. I've got a UAD set up, I come correct. I got all the proper stuff, and I've been around the block in terms of audio and stuff, man. I love audio, and I actually got into deadmau5's alpha for his software, but now it's a beta. I hope I still have an active license for that. For autopilots, like record box replacement. Really cool. Really freaking cool. I just haven't had a single second to play with it because I've been building a music studio. So, you don't know how it goes, but it goes. And it goes very hard. So, yeah, I'll be doing some talking streams. Honestly, I didn't expect this. I was just going to set up a stream and just start unboxing some boxes. And what I'm finding is that this is actually extremely distracting. I literally don't know if I can stop talking enough to go do the things that I want to do. So, anyways, yeah, this is my logos. Different sticker types. No, you can't buy them yet. But and yes, I will have a much better stream quality. This is just straight off my Pocket 3. This is where I'm at right now. It's like most of my stuff's in boxes. It's not all connected. It's not all fancy and stuff. Blah blah blah. But yeah, just getting started here, and I'm working all the time. I'm working to get this thing done. I'm a man on a mission. I really want to do music, collaborate with others, invite people to this amazing studio space that I've created. I'm super proud of this space. You know, I've been in music studios for a long time. I've been in all sorts of music studios, and you know, I've had a master class with John Stork, who like is like, you know, he helped create Electric Ladyland Studios. He's worked with just all these famous architects. You know, Electric Ladyland Studios is Jimi Hendrix studio that was in San Francisco. He's done you know, and then I've worked in studios that he's been at. I've recorded it like in Nashville. Well, he's an audio engineer. Yeah, and yeah, I can't just take my cam, go live, and hang out and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, what kind of music is my favorite band? You know, I actually am a highly sensitive audiophile, I suppose, a highly sensitive audio person. I like a lot of music. I have one tattoo on my body so far. I'm gonna get more eventually, but this is the tattoo. It's Godspeed You Black Emperor, and it's lift your skinny fists like antennas to the heavens. And yeah, if you're familiar with Godspeed You Black Emperor, they're like an anarchic post-rock band from Canada, and they're like super rad. They don't do marketing. They're just very like, it's progressive post-rock. It's so good. It's beautiful. That was what I grew up on, but like my first album ever was Soul Coughing El Oso. And I grew up very poor, extremely poor. So I would just like get whatever was given to me. I went to like Goodwill and library. I learned how to rip CDs. I got really technical because I needed to, so I could listen to all the music, play all the video games, read all the books. And yeah, thanks for listening to my life story. Nickelback's tight. I don't listen to them very much, ever. Honestly, I've never actually searched Nickelback, but they're great. Actually, that's not true. That is not true. I would go see Nickelback. My friend JD, he likes Nickelback so much. If he went to a Nickelback concert, if somebody invited me to a Nickelback concert and I was free, which the thing is, I'm very rarely free, and that's the whole time equation thing. But they're great. Like they're so much fun. And like I said, Linkin Park rules. I mean, Linkin Park's great. DJ Han, right? Like that. There's so much cool stuff with Linkin Park. You know, talk about. I mean, all these folks, Nickelback, Linkin Park, anybody like, they're working so hard to do their thing, and they're sharing it with people, and there's people who love it so hard. Like, how could you hate on that? You know, it's like, okay, you don't have to listen to it. Granted, there is something to be said about the marketing people, the people who are like, you know. It's like when your grandma buys you this album because she thinks it's cool and all the young kids like it, it's like, like, you're just, you know, that's just feeding into that system. But whatever, who cares? That's fine too. You know, cool. Let's see, yeah. I don't know, I like Tool. I mean, I grew up with so many different things. Incubus. I grew up in indie rock and folk music, but I actually got into electronic music through Dead Mouse, and then like through actually Daft Punk. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard Daft Punk was in 6th grade, and that changed my life. I've been a dancer my whole life. I've been dancing since church Sundays. Sundays at church, they had this like Romanian dance squad at the Byzantine church that I went to. I didn't care much about the church things too much, other than the sermons were kind of fun. But I'd like dance, and I just danced whatever I wanted to. I was freestyling. I didn't understand that there was a rhyme or reason to it, so I just danced. Yeah, but Daft Punk turned into Dead Mouse, you know, and turned into Skrillex. And then Skrillex led me to Noisia, and realizing kind of like, well, Skrillex was just trying to do this thing. He was like, you know, this guitar player, you know, what did he do? Like screamo type or emo, you know, he did more like he did some musics. I can't remember what his name's, Tokyo something. Anyways, he did some music stuff, so it was pretty cool. And he's just trying to make music. I read an article or an interview or something, and who knows, probably hearsay at this point, but like it's like just trying to make music like Noisia in his grandma's attic or something. It's like, you know, and that is like cool. So I've heard so many things. You know, I like jazz too, like John Coltrane. I like, anyways, the jazz stuff. A lot of that stuff came after during college and like, well. you know, it's like I learned more about how to appreciate some of the jazz things in college. Like, you know, it's like one of the coolest things that I learned was like, you know, inverse harmony is like, it's like John Coltrane. It's like play every note outside of the chord, and then you hear the chord, you know. So sometimes like you hear jazz, you know, it's like so many notes, and then you listen to it more, and it's like, oh yeah, actually, pretty cool. Hey, thanks for chatting, everybody. This is really nice. What do we got here? Tool is great. They did take a long time to release music, but you know there was the legal troubles for a long time, and you know there's also a Perfect Circle, right? And you know. What is his name? Maynard James Keenan also has a winery, but there's legal stuff that we're dealing with, and it's actually pretty tragic, man. When like it's the legal stuff, when that happens, it's a mess. Oh yeah, Miles Davis. Oh shit, yeah, I played trumpet for like 9 years when I was younger, so I used to do a lot with trumpet stuffs, and Miles Davis is definitely on the list, right? So pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Coltrane's cool. Do you know Flying Lotus is Coltrane's nephew? Fly Low is Coltrane's nephew. Wild. So that's pretty cool. Kind of like it's not. I don't actually believe that genetics necessarily play the most important role in some stuff, but like you know your environment and like your context does. And you know it's like kind of hard to avoid the genetics when in your context unless you like teleport. You know. Mike Shinoda, yeah, nice. Oh yeah, Mike Shinoda's why you have a Twitch account. Ed, that's sick. That's cool. I didn't realize that he was like a Twitch streamer or did a lot of stuff on Twitch. Yeah, I mean 9 Inch Nails is great too. I mean like, so yeah, my first album was Soul Coughing by Loso. My second album was Americana by Offspring, and then somewhere in there, probably 3rd to 6th was Godspeed Black Emperor. And then like I didn't really get into electronic music for a little bit because I just didn't even know existed. I heard like one random radio station like when I was like 3 or 4. I remember hearing a random radio station on like I would make my own mixtapes and I would make them off the radio because like I just like couldn't do anything else like. And I randomly would like chance upon these like weird like radio signals that would come through, and I found one that was just like so groovy. It was like it was definitely house music, and I was just like, man, that's sick, that's so sick. And the radio station went away. I never heard it again, and I was like, I lost that. And then until I was 6th grade, I like kind of like heard about it again. And the way I am, I'm kind of like a little bit like narrow-minded sometimes. Like put something in front of me, I kind of like that's the thing I'm looking at, you know. Like so freaking smart, but also so dumb sometimes. Like not in a good way, you know. Just recognizing that piece of shit out of that. So 9 Inch Nails. Oh, it's just Trent Reznor, man. Trent Reznor is killing it, and he just played Coachella. The live show is insane. It was incredible. It's crazy. The level of professionalism and like. To be able to sing while doing all the things that he was doing, he's tumbling down against a bunch of like zombies, like dancing. Him, Lady Gaga, man, there's some white magic happening over there. And I didn't say black magic, I said white magic. You heard me right. There's some occultism things happening. They're tuned in. They're locked and loaded. They're good. They're doing cool stuff. Yeah, and there's also other color magics. It's not, whatever. We're not gonna talk about magic. I'm a vampire. Listen. You gotta stick around for all the lore and the secrets. You know, I can speak to you in Romanian. You have a ray gun? I have a ray gun too. You done production stuff on stream? That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some production stuff. I like, you know, I have a funky kind of way of producing. I do different stuff every time. I think like, you know, I have so many different tools at my disposal, and so a lot of it's going to be like kind of like just toying around with like different things I have. I've refused a lot of gigs recently as I'm rebranding. I'm doing all this stuff, and I relocated from San Francisco to Santa Cruz. So it's like so much. Like there's a famous jazz musician, Jimmy Smith. He rented out. He's the most famous jazz organist of all time. And he rented out a warehouse in 1955. And he spent a year there. He refused all the gigs, and he brought his B3 Hammond organ. And after a year, he came back out, and everyone was astounded. He's responsible for creating the soul jazz movement. solely responsible. That's he's accredited for it because he took his Leslie B3 Hammond organ and like all the the Leslie. You can hear the sound. It's like really nice warm organ sounds. So kind of Jimmy Smith in it a little bit. Although I'm gonna do it more goth and more dark and more fun, but also lots of light, lots of happiness and joy. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really fun. Dancing, and yeah, funky is fine. Everything's good. I can tell you some $1 million lessons, the $50,000 lessons from music school. It's like you can do anything and still have as long as you have a groove, you can do almost anything. Like I remember I was at I'd go to these open mic nights for jazz nights. Like there was at like this bar, Luigi's in Cleveland area, and it was like I think it was Luigi's, and it was Thursday nights. They had like open jam nights, and Cleveland brings in some of the best. Was at the time bringing in some of the best jazz musicians. They would play on Friday or Saturday. Well, during the week they'd be there, and so they'd like want to hang out somewhere where there's music and there's good drinks. Well, they go to the jazz bar, and they'd like sit in and just like play with whoever the locals are. So I got to play with some really cool people. They might not even know music theory. They didn't go to school like I did, and that doesn't matter. But they know their shit, and they go, "Oh yeah, that thing. Oh that's cool." And like so, I go up there and jam with them, and like and I never learned so much by just jamming with like people, just like doing it. You gotta just do it. And I played so much back then. My chops are pretty bad right now. But what's neat about that is that like, there's a guy. He's like he kind of showed me some stuff. He's like, it actually doesn't matter if you even know what you're like you could like play some notes as long as you're saying something. But you could even just slam your arm on the keyboard. But you just gotta keep the groove. You just gotta keep the groove. It doesn't matter. It's just keep the rhythm. It's like Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like row, row, row your boat. You could do row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. It's still the same song. It's just like, yeah, maybe the melody's bad, whatever. But still row your boat. You get it. Contextually, right? It's like there's all sorts of weird things in music school we did. Like, how can you make something sound like doesn't have a tonal center? Like, in other words, like it's in a key. It's actually extremely hard. There was an entire school of music that came out called the Second School of Music from Schoenberg, and it's like this idea that how can you make something not have a tonal center, and why would you ever want to make atonal music? Like stuff that sounds like really discordant and just never has a home. Well, I mean Schoenberg, he kind of like started this thing as a result of being in Auschwitz. So there's a thing. So if you're in a situation like that, you're not gonna write really happy music, probably, right? It's kind of a reflection of your thing. Anyways, yeah, Luigi does jump further. Oh my gosh, what the flip? Somebody just bought a bunch of subs? Yo, okay. You guys, Hype Train, what? Why? I'm just chatting with you. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. Shucker, man. Shucks the Shucker. CL Shucker J. Damn, that's really nice. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to keep streaming, y'all. I gotta schedule and start doing stuff. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm just catching up on chat right now. And yeah, so yeah, holy cow, that's so nice. I like literally, that's crazy. That's so nice. I'm speechless, and I say a lot of things. I have a lot of words. Speaking of which, I should drink some water. Man, that's my first Hype Train, y'all. Ever. Well, I've been on other people's streams, DJing, whatever. Like, this is my first Hype Train. Just me yapping. So, this is very kind. I won't always yap so much. Well, who knows? I won't always yap so much, because I actually can do some music stuff. And I want to do some music stuff. That's actually the goal. But I'll yap, why not? I have some good brains, some good words. I'm catching up on chat a little bit because I was just monologuing. Let's see here. Funky is fine. Yes, that's true. We were talking about that. Oh man, that's Luigi's. Yeah, Luigi. He does. Does he jump a little bit further? Toad is the lightest one. in Mario Kart. Do any of you all like GDQ? You guys like games done quick? It's probably one of my favorite. Look, I got some things that, you know, it's like things that you don't necessarily talk about to everybody with, but like, cause like not everybody's into that stuff. But like, GDQ, games done quick, is one of my favorite things ever. Like some of the crazy stuff. Super Metroid, man. The Super Metroid speed runs where they have like 4 people doing it at once on the main stage. It's so good. Dude, Oats and Goats. Sorry, shout out Oats and Goats. It's so fun. Yeah, so it's fun. I really like speed runs. I like watching them. I've probably watched every speed run that has over 1 million views on YouTube. Like, I swear to God. And it's gotten me through some like parts of my life where I was just like, man, I'm like the type of person who, when I go to sleep, like I need to like unwind. I need stimulation. Like, I need like something that's not boring, especially I have a day job right now. And it's like between my day job and then just like working really hard on my goals and my things, it's like crazy. So GDQ is also a great cause. I actually want to go to one of the conferences. That'd be really, really fun. I want to go to conferences. What I want to do is, for GDQ, they did this thing where it's like they had Crazy Taxi. And Crazy Taxi, they had a punk band live play while Crazy Taxi was being speedrun. So during every freaking like level, it would just be a new song. The punk band would be like, all right, we're doing it. We're going to take down the government. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, it's like doing this shit. And it's like really fun. And then as soon as they like the Crazy Taxi like finish the level, they just abruptly stop. And so it was really fun because the song, like the Crazy Taxi, what they did in like 17 minutes, and every level was like 3 minutes or 2 minutes or something, which is absolutely insane because I swear to God, I played Crazy Taxi for hours and I never beat that game. But meanwhile, these people are beating it in like, you know, a jiffy. So they beat it, and it's so cool. I would totally do like a live music stream with video games. Like, that'd be really, really fun. While somebody speed ran some video games, it's like, these people are like the Olympic athletes of brains, you know? It's nuts. Okay, sorry, I got on a tangent. I still am wondering if Luigi jumps further. I'm still super grateful to CL14 Chucker J. That's really nice. I can't believe that it just got... Yo, that's more subs than I've had. So, what the heck? That's really nice. And then, like, you got hit by the time bomb? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, is that Thugs? It's for Thugs, right? I don't know. But either way, it's amazing. Thank you, guys. Oh, wait. Rasmus. Rasmus, it sounds like a Romanian name. Just saying. I know Rasmus that's Romanian. That's interesting. I'm glad you're having fun. Yeah. I listen to YouTube videos about science or space to fall asleep. Yeah, honestly, so another thing I listen to a lot of podcasts. My brother and me, I've listened to for probably about, 6 or 7 years. Oh boy, there's some sounds coming from the warehouse. We're gonna have to go investigate that in a second. Yeah, so I used to listen to My Brother and Me is one of my favorite podcasts. And then that led me to Adventure Time, which I got into Dungeons and Dragons. As a result of that, I've been like a dungeon master. I've got like a really cool live reactive table that's gonna turn into an art project. I've done all sorts of art installations. It's like, it's so funny. I'm like heavy nerd, heavy art, heavy music. It's good times. But yeah, let's see here. I listen to podcasts when I fall asleep sometimes, but there's really good audiobooks. Lit RPGs are so good, and like most famously, I think a lot of people would recognize like something that's coming out more recently is popular is Dungeon Crawler Carl. Wow, that's hard to say. Why is it hard to say? Oh shoot, I have to open up a hype chest. What is happening? Oh, I got an emote. Okay, cool. Oh man, this is cool. Yeah, yeah, we did hit a record. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome. This is really nice. Thank you for listening to me yap for a while. I'm probably only gonna do this for a little bit longer. Maybe we can explore. We'll see what Thug Shells is up to for a second, and I do have goals that I want to get done, but it's like if I'm hosting people, I want to talk to you guys. And unless I have the task right in front of me, I'm like gonna get distracted, and I'm not gonna do that. So, oh wow, oh my gosh, another freaking sub. What the heck, you guys? This is so nice. Damn, literally achieved my goal. Like, I have to set a new goal now, you know? Great. So, oh man, I am like, that's really nice. She'll be back in an hour or so. Oh, I wonder what she's doing. Oh yeah, she's got Alwa coming by and Alex. Man, talk about the talent and the amazing people that I get to meet by being here, and like I'm honored to be part of that contingent. You know, part of the squad, and yeah, it's so funny because I met Thug Shells when she played a gig in San Francisco. I think it was her first gig in San Francisco at Audio nightclub, and she needed a ride to where she was staying, and I was like, oh well, yeah, I'll drive you. And just like out of the blue, it's just like really cool. It's part of Gold Block, which I was doing a lot of stuff with them. I was performing with them a lot all over the place. And yeah, I met randomly. Okay, so get this, Maximus and I. So Maximus, so my actual name is Romulus, but hey, I'm Vamps. Okay, but but like Maximus Romulus, he has the same birthday as me. What the heck? And also, I met her before I met her before he met her, and he tried to introduce me like to her like, I don't know, a week or two later or something like that. Like after either like when they're engaged or got married or whatever. It's like, what the heck, man? And I'm like, she's like, oh, I already know him, you know? And so yeah, I drove her to the place that she was staying, and she thought all people in San Francisco drove Teslas because I had a Tesla at the time, and a Model 3, and they don't, but there's a lot of freaking Teslas around here. There's a lot of them, and they get a bad rap now. But anyways, and then yeah, the Canadian, yeah, she didn't know. And then I do know Matt Milano, but no, that's not the Canadian the linebacker. That's really funny. And then no, Max did not steal her from me. No. It was like, no. So I drove her to her place that she was staying, and we jammed on the piano for like a bit. And it was so cool. It's like it's some of my favorite connections with people. You know, it's like when, you know, it's like I treat everybody like a human. Go figure. You know, but I read this thing. I saw this thing. It was like treat everybody like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You know, it's like, you know, it's just like treat them with respect. You know, it's like, you know, like who are you? I want to get to know. That's the type of person I am. I want to know people. I'm not one to jump to like you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is, what I'm saying is that I was just like here's this rad human being who just performed on stage and a musician, and I'm a musician. Like, let's like do some cool music stuff. We went and played piano for a second, just jammed, and then later find out. It's like, okay, she's married to Max all of a sudden, and he's like, let me introduce you to Romulus. You're gonna love Romulus. She's like, are you kidding me? I already know this guy, and yeah, and you know, since then we've hung out a bunch of times. We played music. We've been in the studio. We were jamming on loopers, and you know, it's like I go through a lot of life stuff, and I've been making a lot of space now for my music and for things. And I had an opportunity to move from San Francisco. There's a whole shenanigans there that we don't need to unbox that can of worms yet. Although it's an interesting story. And I told, I was like, I gave Michelle a ring. I was like, hey, are you guys still thinking about moving somewhere? Because I could use the roommates. And that was literally, they were like, yeah, we're what the fuck? That was the right time. So yeah, it was amazing. So I mean, I met her almost 2 years ago. So yeah, it looks like, we got our guest now. So that's great. We might actually be going over back to the Thugs Times shortly here. But let's see. Yeah, let's see. I have a truck with a big block that. Yeah. Yeah. So pretty cool. I love this place. She was going to Cali for a week. Ended up falling in love. Yeah, Yeah, that's the story. It's really beautiful, actually. And yeah, it's like it's so fun living with them, and like they're so special. I really love them both so much. So I'm really grateful, and it's like I wouldn't rather be anywhere else, you know. So yeah. Oh, 2 hours, 2+ hours of reps. I'm sure she's repped even longer than that before. And she'll tell you how much she has repped. I've seen, she's streamed, I think, probably for like 24 hours maybe or something. I know she did it. I've seen her do a 9-hour stream. I don't, you know, don't tell her that she can't stream longer than a certain time. Because it'll be like 3 weeks later, you know, she'll still be streaming, you know, she'll be doing that, you know, all day at TwitchCon. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, all day at TwitchCon, it still shows up on main stage or gets picked up by like, you know, it's like crazy. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like we do have some visitors. Yeah, I like. This is really nice. It's cool. Let's see here. Yeah, 24 hours. Well, you know, I think it's like kind of like one of those things where when you're excited about stuff and you're like doing it, like I haven't DJ'd for 24 hours yet. Should I? I don't know. I probably, honestly, with just DJ, I might get a little bit bored because I want to do like a big performance, but maybe not. Maybe not if there's people willing to listen, you know. I'll do more streams. Yes, thank you, Sean. I will do more streams. Hey, this is just the beginning. I didn't know I was gonna have so many people that were gonna be so active and ready to talk to me. It was gonna be like I'm gonna do some show and tell, you know. So that's gonna be really cool. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, Dr. J. Yeah, I will do whatever makes me happy. I am. That's the thing. That's the true thing. You know, I've lived so much life these days. I've been Burning Man 4 times. I'm not going this year. 1 year, I'm taking a break. And if you ever have a chance to go to Burning Man, you should go if you want to. But yeah, I believe in doing what you want, you know. But like within, you know, I also believe standing up with your integrity and your values in hand, you know, doing what you want to do. But I'm also not trying to get anybody's dumb. I'm not trying to tell anybody else how to live. I just can talk from my experience. So my experience is pretty fun, pretty exciting. I have lived some movie-like moments. I will tell you what. Sometimes I watch like some movies. I'm like, what the heck? It's like I could have been there, you know. So fun. Yeah. People get sick at Burning Man, but you know, Burning Man is like one of those things where it's there's no capitalism on a playa. It's not you don't have to pay for anything other than water, other than ice and water if you're paying for camp water. You know, if, like potable water. There's some camps that do that, but ice. And also gasoline. There's a gasoline service that people do, and some people order porta potties. But other than that, like, you know, it's like drinks, food, whatever. Like camps are offering stuff. It's like, you know, it's a really beautiful place. It's like I went to New York for the first time not too long ago, and I was like, man, this place is a lot like Burning Man, but it's with capitalism. In other words, people do whatever they want to do, but you know, there's not a capitalist system. Yeah. And anyways, Burning Man is actually absolutely incredible, and it's whatever you make it. And it's like people are like, oh, is it a festival? Is it a thing? I don't know, man. I know a guy who goes to Burning Man, all he does is cook hot dogs for 7 days in the desert, you know. I know a person, you know, people go there and all they do is party. And I know people go there, all they do is take photos. They don't go there for 3 days, you know. People who go there, they build the camps, they build all this stuff, they're builders, and then they leave before the thing even starts. So who knows? You know, it's like whatever you make of it, and everybody's gonna tell you what they think. And until you go and just like do it, it's like it's the only place in the world where you can go and you just do whatever the heck you want. Within, you know, obviously you can't hurt people. You shouldn't be hurting people. You should follow that guideline. You know, you should figure that out for yourself if you don't read it in a book. But if you read in a book, you should follow that too, right? So, anyways, I'm blathering on and on. Yeah. I love Burning Man. I also got a little sick one time Burning Man, but I also cried Burning Man. You like the Eagles? Yeah, you guys like sports? You know, I love seeing people root for a thing. I don't know much about sports. You know, I think it's like really fun. I played all the sports, but yeah. Yeah. People have children at Burning Man. People have had children at Burning Man. People have died at Burning Man. You know, it's not often people die. You know, it's not often people have children. You know, but people have had children at other festivals. You know, it's just like people sensationalize Burning Man. But like, I'll tell you what, there's like crazy things at Burning Man, right? There's like really cool stuff. It's just incredible, and you know what? This is based off of the Cacophony Society. You know, it's like they started off okay in the beaches of San Francisco, but when they went to the Black Rock City desert, they joined up with this group called the Cacophony Society, and what they were doing was like their whole ethos was like we're gonna re-educate ourselves on how to be a person, how to be around society in the worst possible places. Like it's like unhospitable. It would literally the land will make you want to die. It's trying to kill you. And so like you got to learn how to do that. And there was not internet back then. There's it's like what's the word of mouth? Where's the information? It's by foot. And so you go by foot to the things. You do the stuff. And you got to learn how to be a human, but not only do you got to learn how to survive, you got to learn how to thrive, and you got to make art, right? So it's like a place where you're radically vulnerable and doing that, So doing expressing yourself, doing something kind for the people around you, because you're the only people out there, And there's a lot of snarkiness with burners, Some people say "fuck your burn." It just means like, your experience is your experience. I love your burn. I think it's better. But you can do whatever you want. What's the point? Whatever makes you happy. If somebody's like mad at you for being happy, well, it's either their business, it's whatever, no problem, or you're actually being kind of a dick. But don't be a dick if you can. I don't know. Sometimes you can't help it. Just try to be yourself, I think most things are reasonable. I think people should be, accepted for who they are, as long as it's reasonable, Anyways, we got dogs barking, and I got a studio to build. I gotta take a restroom break, and I might stream later too, to be honest with you. Maybe with a better microphone, a little bit better equipped, yeah, and actually some tasks at hand, and yeah, I'm gonna go see what's up with those people. I'm gonna show you guys the dogs, because guess what? I got a portable thingy here, yeah? Let me show you some more of the studio, yeah? So first off, I'm gonna show you some cool stuff. Or what I can show you, right? So these guys right over here, these are Generic 1s. These little guys, they might seem small, but they're small and mighty. They pack a punch. And what they do, they've got a single source of sound, which is really quite an incredible feat of engineering. And it can go real loud. It's such clean gain that you could hurt your ears after listening to it and not even know that you're hurting your ears. And so it's pretty wild. But that's not the point of them. They just sound crystal clear. They do really good stuff with the room EQ. So, and you got to see some panels back here. Hide a little bit. They're gonna be on the walls here. These are just I made these panels. These Guilford of Maine fabric with rock wool inside them. Here's some more panels. Okay, we're gonna reupholster those guys. We're actually gonna have a little series of clouds. I'm gonna make some clouds on this side. I call them dead end, live end. Dead end is the first 12 feet of this room, and then the live end is gonna be the other half where we do jams. I created a floating room within a room. And over on that back wall here, there's all these plywood boards and this trim and stuff. I actually put that in myself with the help of one of my friends. And we put this stuff on the back of it called green glue. And it's this compound that's viscoelastic. It never hardens. Now, this sounds crazy. It's like alien freaking goop. It's green goop, it's gross. But anyways, you don't want to deal with that stuff unless you're building a music studio or you're doing noise proofing. You're like a carpenter doing some cool construction. Now, as far as noise canceling paneling, recommendations. Look, GIK Acoustics is something that's a good start. They make starter kits. You can buy them. I should probably get a sponsorship. I keep talking about them. So that's all I'll say. Those are a good start. You can make your own. Just rock wool is great. Foam only hits you at like what, it could maybe, if you're lucky, starts at 3,000 hertz and up. But like that foam stuff that you put on the wall, no. What you want is something like this, where you do like this. It's like 2x4, okay? So these are actually hollow inside here. Also hollow on the side here too. And usually there's an air gap. So what happens is, like, you know, sound comes at you at a sphere, right? So when your speaker starts to sound over there, so I'm going to show you. Speaker starts to sound over there. Well, guess what? That sphere comes out in all different angles, all around, and it'll bounce. And if you put a mirror up, like if I put a mirror up right there, I'll be able to see my speaker. Well, guess what? That's a surface that, just like a reflection of a mirror, that's a surface where the sound is going to bounce off, hit my ear. So I want just the sound from my speaker. So to do that, I have to put a mirror up everywhere where I can see the speakers. And that's where my listening position is. And that alone will get you so much mileage, it's crazy. But truly, getting some nice panels from like it's like 3D wall acoustics, you either gotta dampen, diffuse, or diffract, you know, or refract, I guess. Suppose. But anyways, the point is, you gotta make sure that the sound that's coming to your ear, the only one that's strongest, is the original one. Your ear's mechanisms do the rest. It's pretty cool. And then you can room EQ your sound and do all sorts of cool stuff if you really want to get into that. There's all sorts of weird acoustics things like standing modes, and even if you spend 15 years of your life, you might not master it completely, but you'll get pretty dang close at making a really cool sounding thing. At the end of the day, when it sounds good enough, if the vibe is right, and you know your sounds, you know your reference tracks, you can mix and master like the best of them. So, and yeah, it's cool. We got some musicians in the chat. Yeah, guitar and sing is good. Look, all this stuff that I have here, like, it doesn't necessarily make it quieter for others necessarily. But the other thing with acoustics is just mass. If you get theater curtains, see if a local theater is having like you get these things out of here sale or whatever. Mass is good. Massive stuff, bass goes around stuff. It could go straight through thin stuff. Foam, no. Mid frequencies, you know, my voice, the boominess of my voice. This might seem deep to some people, but it's actually just, it's pretty mid. Yeah, but it's a nice voice. Just saying, I like my voice. Anyways, but point is, yeah, that stuff, mids, they also can kind of go through stuff. But if you ever want to yell for help, don't yell help. Yell help, and people will hear you around the corner. So unless they got a lot of mass in front of it, aka a lot of big panels, and that's that. You know, hopefully you don't find yourself in that spot. Hey, if you play any instrument, you consider yourself. You know the difference between a musician and non-musician? You say you're a musician. It's like, are you a game designer? There you are. You said it, you know? Check this out. Stay weird. Oh, wow, neon lights. I'm gonna make that cross go upside down just for funsies. I don't know. I like some unholy stuff. I like the cult. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of the religions. I think it's all cool. And that's enough said about that. Yeah, but all sorts of cool stuff. So there's all sorts of synthesizers, you know. It's Moog Muses. Man, it's so much fun. I've got a big old subwoofer here for PA speakers, some more sound boxes. This is a Music Man tube amp that's custom made. It's custom tuned by Santa Cruz Sound. They're having kind of liquidation stuff, which is pretty cool. And I've got these videography lights, and this is called the Avenger. The Avenger stand. Yeah, it's really cool. The Avenger stand's cool. I got my Eurorack modular set up, which is under blankets right now. And yeah, so we're gonna kind of enter. You know, it's becoming less and less chaos day by day. But we still got some more chaos here. So I got like a scaffolding here. Full of stuff. Oh, I got a sandwich I'm gonna eat. It's dinner time, y'all. Okay, so look at this. Look what we have. This is like my scaffolding. Well, let's go Ryan's scaffolding. Lent it to us. We got these like DJ decks. I got like all sorts of gear over here. That's gonna be in use. All sorts of cases. It's not as much fun when they're in cases, huh? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Just there. Pressure washer. It's gone. Oh, that's not any fun. Oh, that's wobbly. That's gonna be a gong on the floor, so let me move that bad boy. Oh, yep. Gong it up. So Yeah, this is the red room, and soon we're gonna have a vinyl automated drop down. It's gonna be like roll down here, yeah. So it's gonna roll all the way down. I'll be able to be, imagine me, I'll be like in the center of the room, and it's like the dogs be barking, people be happening, whatever. I want some privacy, just be like, okay, you know, be like, bloop. It's just like see through. You know, but actually, no. What's really cool about that? It's actually not about the privacy, not about like blocking people out. Because I want people in here. I want to be part of things. But what's really cool is it's gonna be like a little bit of noise stuff, whatever. I actually like it open because that's the best way to work with sound. Have it be open. But like, what's really cool about it is that humidity. It's a warehouse. It's a red room in a warehouse. Humidity, dust. Those are the enemy. I'm going to create a positive pressure system. Another cool thing is that this is an old VW spray paint bay for automobiles. They already have this nasty right now. It's an old exhaust system. That's instead of an exhaust system, I'm going to create it as an intake system. So it's going to pull air in, if you can believe it. It pulls air in, and because the room is sealed, I've sealed it at all the corners except for parts of it, the live end. So, but like I've literally caulked the ground out here. Yeah, so what's going to happen is that positive pressure system pushes the dust out in the places I don't want it to be, makes it a clean room, good air, fresh air coming in from the outside. It's going to be nice. Santa Cruz air. And just in case there's a leak, I also got these here, like drainage holes. 1, they're plugged of course. 2, and those are going to be like marked off too. So yeah, it's like where's my microphone? It's literally... Oh shoot, is it actually on this thing? Oh shoot, is this thing paired? Oh my gosh, I've had a paired microphone this whole time. I am so sorry, y'all. Shoot. Okay, yeah. This is the microphone. Yeah, there it is. Thank you guys, sorry about that. I should have checked the chat earlier. Yeah, there's two kinds of Ohioans. There's the Ohioans that love... Actually, there's 3, because I'm also an Ohioan, technically. There's 3 types of Ohioans. There's Ohioans who love Ohio. There's Ohioans who do not like Ohio at all, and they want to get the fuck out. And there's me, which I'm kind of more in the category 2 in the sense that I want to get out, but it's not like I don't love Ohio. I just want to be somewhere else. I belong somewhere else. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, see, we got 2 people here. Sean loves Ohio, and that's awesome, man. There's like so much to love, you know. There's also like, you know, there's stuff if you're not in the right places not to love, you know. It's just like anywhere else, you know. I've thought about moving to all sorts of places, and the truth is that you just got to find the people that you love. And that's what matters. You want to be able to do the things that you love with the people that you love, where you want to, when you want to, how you want to. I wish that for everybody. I wish that for all you guys. What I love right now is I'm going to have some food. I can't wait. So, yeah, I'm going to have some food. I'm going to talk to my friends and talk to Thug Shells and Max and Alwa and Alex and Peyton and all these fine folks. I'm going to say hi to them right now. See if they're willing to be on stream. Look at them. Look at them. All right. Hey. Yeah, that's right. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, it's a live stream right now. Yeah. Oh, look at this. It's one of the doggos. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like this is the real behind the streams.
Yeah, no, it's a little chaotic, but it's all right. They're getting ready for Burning Man. Oh yeah. She's not. Is she eating the dog food or what's happening here? Okay. Listen.
Cheers.
If you're making dog bacon,
Yeah. Listen. Yeah, that's right.
Although this dog
Listen.
food sucks. The dogs hate it. They hate this so much. I've been hand feeding it bit by bit. They won't touch it. This stuff is garbage.
It's garbage. You heard it. You heard it here first.
Buy this.
You heard it here first, everybody. Okay, you heard it here first.
It's the opposite of an
Listen.
endorsement.
Yeah, no,
The
but
opposite of an endorsement.
you cannot be.
They can pay me to keep my mouth shut.
You cannot be the dog DJ unless you eat the dog food yourself. Just saying.
So get this.
Yeah.
So Alwa recently went to had a post go big, and it's like he has like Who Let the Dogs Out. It's a dog at the dog show, and then
Whoa.
the author right here telling them
Oh, hey.
your dog stuff.
are our dog parties. Our freaking wine tasting and dog
Dogs
parties.
are
Just,
like
making
we
doggy
stumbled
bags
upon this dog
and
now.
What?
Like your little like food treat when you get your little coochie board, you know.
That's
you
cool.
Get that
I can't wait to get a
dog
coochie board with these dogs.
Yeah,
Coochie
we
board.
all know what it is when they say a coochie board.
Yeah. Listen, we don't have to speak French
All
here.
I have charcuterie
We can,
and I
though.
have coochie boards. Which one do you want?
Uh-oh.
All the dogs.
keep passing this
Coochie
Yeah.
board. You ain't a real dog if you don't want the coochie.
There we go.
I don't know about that, you know?
All right. So, anyways, that's gonna be the end of my stream, y'all. I should probably raid something. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna check chat really quick to see what your guys' reaction to any of that was, because that was some shenanigans. Maybe I can raid somebody. I mean, I'm sure I'm following some people that are cool. So yeah. But you know, it's kind of like, what do you guys want to watch? Because I like, you know, I actually have some cool interests too. But some of the cool things that I've been watching on like Twitch, like I got into Final Fantasy 14, the party scene for a second. That was pretty wild. I don't ever play Final Fantasy 14, but man, they have entire party servers with entire communities, and they DJ. It's so freaking cool. I want to DJ on Final Fantasy 14 on the party servers. So I'm gonna quickly go back through all the chats and stuff. Quite the lights. People tell me used to tell me you're only a guitar player if you get paid. Well, I mean, whatever. That's just, you're professional if you get paid, you know. Let's see here. So, see, where's your microphone? Yeah, okay, we got that sorted. That was, thank God, that was good. And glad people of Ohio. Crazy Sun is still out. Yeah, sun is still out here. Yeah, Santa Cruz, California. It's a really nice, beautiful place, man. Oh my gosh. My FaceTime date. Yeah, you know, there's some crazy people who come out of Ohio. There's crazy people who come out of anywhere. There's a crazy person right here. No, I mean, sometimes I'm crazy in the best of ways. I'm not weird. I'm strange. Well, I'm also a little weird, but you know. Oh, thank you, Sean. That's really nice. Yeah, I hope you guys tune in again soon. I am going to start streaming regularly. Okay. Oh, shoot, there goes the mic. I'm gonna start streaming regularly, and it'll be like a little bit more content, but also some yapping, and it'll be good. Yeah, Final Fantasy stream, so cool. I'm actually gonna see who's available for me to do that. So how do I do that? This is me learning. So I can I do a thing? I cannot call in to do a thing, but I can like hit a button and probably raid somebody. I can raid. I've got, let's see, who's live right now. If somebody, one of my Final Fantasy 14 folks are streaming, I would definitely do that. That'd be really cool. I think they would like that. So, show more. Okay, yeah, actually, Ineffable. Oh, doing some stuff. Can I knock? No, I don't want to knock. Well, Thuggy might go live shortly, okay? And also, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the subs, guys. Shucker Jade, awesome. And yeah, weird is fine. I got crazy lore. I got lore for days. I could tell you some stories. I will tell you some stories. Maybe I'll do story time with vamps, because I got some vampire stories. I've got some crazy magic stories, weird stuff, gypsy stuff. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. The studio is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Follow me on Instagram if you want to. I'll be slowly starting to post more and more and more about the stuff that I'm doing, and over time, man. I mean, this is gonna be my life. I'm trying to switch careers. I'm going from being a software engineer for so long to doing music and doing it the way I've always wanted to do it, with the instruments I have, with the family that I have, the collaborative efforts, and not just starting from zero, just alone. You know, it's like it's a different life. And anyways, I'm not going to bore you with all the details right now. Not bore you. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to share with you guys all the cool stuff that I've learned and had in my life and all the people. So we're going to do cool stuff together. Yeah, I'm still an engineer, by the way. And I'm going to I engineer art. I engineer art installations and all sorts of cool stuff. And I'm very equipped with all sorts of different tools, including AI and all sorts of fun stuff. So, but yeah, software engineer for a long time. I know how to code. I will tell thugs that, you know, we'll be good. So, anyways, cheers, y'all. I'm just gonna end the stream because I don't actually know exactly how to do the things. I'm embarrassed about that a little bit, but I'll figure out how to do all that. I'm streaming to restream too, which I mean shouldn't matter, but anyways, cheers, y'all. Let me see if I can figure out even which window that's on, and then I'm gonna end this stream, y'all. So yeah, really appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Let's see, yeah. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Much love. Much love.